Hello and welcome to Cooking with Commodities. My name is Megan Faust and I'm with the Casey County Cooperative Extension Service. And today I'm going to share with you a recipe for the dates that you're going to be getting in this week's Commodities box. And it is a super sweet and tasty treat called date bark. So you will need the dates, you're going to need some peanut butter, peanuts, chocolate chips, a little bit of coconut oil, and some salt. So let's get to it. So what I've already done is the recipe calls for 10 to 12 dates, and I've already cut them open. They may or may not be pitted. So these didn't have any pits in them, so you don't have to worry about it, but we opened them up. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to push them together because this is creating kind of the base of our bark. So they're kind of sticky. So we're gonna use that to our advantage and kind of push them together and create the bottom. One of the things that I've heard with this recipe, and we've had it in our house and it is super, super tasty. A lot of times people tell them that it reminds them of a Snickers because it has that chewy consistency with the peanut butter and the peanuts and the chocolate. If you have any allergies to peanuts, you can definitely use almond or cashew butter or any other type of butter that you are able to have, and same with the nuts. And so if I see like any holes, I'm kind of pushing the dates together because we don't want the peanut butter or the chocolate to kind of seep through. A little bit of a sticky mess, but it's so worth it. It's so good. And one more, and so I've kind of tried to make it like a little square, but it really doesn't matter. So next, I'm gonna wash off my sticky fingers. Next, we're going to add in, or we're gonna top it with some melted peanut butter. So we're going to stir our peanut butter a little bit and spread it onto our bark. And that's a good thing about having the foil or the parchment paper or the wax paper. It doesn't matter if you make a mess. So spread our peanut butter. Then we are going to add our chopped up peanuts. Like I said, a little bit of a Snickers. So we're gonna add our chopped peanuts. There we go, a little on this side. And then next we're going to melt our chocolate to top it with. So with the chocolate, one of the things you wanna do is when we microwave it, I usually do it at half power because a lot of times it'll burn it as opposed to melting it. So I put it for 2 minutes at 50% power. And with the coconut oil helps it harden a little bit to create that bark effect. And once we finish this, we're gonna put it in the refrigerator or the freezer, and that'll then harden it. So we're gonna drizzle our chocolate. There we go. And we're gonna spread it around. Make sure we get everything covered. There we go. And last but not least, we're gonna top it with our flaky salt. So just a little bit. And there you have your date bark. I'm gonna put this in the freezer. It will harden a little bit, but because it's gonna harden in the freezer, we're gonna let it then set at room temperature for just a little bit before we dive in. So we'll see you in a bit. All right, so we had our date bark in the freezer for about 30 minutes. And so we're gonna use a knife to then cut it up into bite-sized pieces. Watching those fingers when we're using our knife. And there you have it, a sweet treat with your dates. Have a great day.